323 BC, Alexander died in Babylon at the age of 32. His death marked the beginning of the Hellenistic Age, which was the spread of Greek culture, religion and language throughout the empire. With no immediate heir to the throne, the political events and struggles for power after Alexander's death are incredibly complex. I'll give a quick, simplified account of the civil conflicts that ensued, known as the Wars of the Successors. Some of the key players in the struggle for supremacy were as follows. Alexander's widow, Roxanne, pregnant with their son Alexander IV. Alexander's mentally disabled brother, Philip III. Perdiccas, Alexander's supreme commander. Meleager, Alexander's second most experienced general. Antipater, Alexander's most experienced general. General Leonidas, Alexander's sister Cleopatra. The champion Ptolemy. Olympus, the mother of Alexander the Great. General Polyperchon. Cassander, son of Antipater. General Antigonus. General Seleucus. General Lysimachus. And there were many more. In the same month of Alexander's death, his generals met together to settle the division of territories to be governed at a conference called the Partition of Babylon. It was decided the unborn son of Alexander would be joint king with Alexander's mentally disabled brother Philip III. Perdiccas became regent. Alexander's leading generals, senior officers and ruling class were given leadership of the provinces. Perdiccas ordered the death of Meleager to further secure his position as regent. Greece revolted on hearing the news of Alexander's death and besieged Antipater. Leonidas assisted Antipater to bring Greece under control, but died in the Battle of Macedon. Perdiccas sought to marry Alexander's sister Cleopatra and have Alexander's body transported back to Macedonia to establish his rule. Ptolemy intercepted the body of Alexander while en route and buried him in Alexandria. Perdiccas attacked Ptolemy in Egypt but was assassinated by his own army. Antipater was appointed regent during the second conference called the Partition of Triparadisus and had the newborn Alexander IV and his mother Roxanne brought to Macedonia. Ptolemy enlarged his territory into Syria. In 319 BC, Antipater fell ill, and before he died he appointed a general named Polyperchon as regent, disregarding his own son Cassander. Cassander did not accept his father's decision and gained an early victory against Polyperchon, taking control over Macedonia. In 317 BC, Philip III, although only considered a figurehead due to his intellectual impairment, was considered too dangerous to keep alive and was put to death by Alexander's mother, Olympus. Antigonus began enlarging his territory and went on to take the largest part of the empire, including Babylon and the Far East. Seleucus fled Babylon and joined Ptolemy in Egypt. Ptolemy gave Seleucus an army. In 315 BC, Lysimachus, Cassander, Ptolemy and Seleucus allied together against Antigonus. Seleucus defeated Antigonus in the Babylonian Wars and took control of the east. In 310 BC, Cassander murdered Alexander IV and his mother Roxanne. Lysimachus then invaded Anatolia and fought against Antigonus. Again in 302 BC, the most powerful leaders of the empire, now kings in their own right, Cassander, Seleucus, Ptolemy and Lysimachus, allied together against Antigonus, who died in the Battle of Ipsus in 301 BC. Cassander would go on to rule Macedonia for 19 years, ultimately founding the Antipater dynasty, followed by the Antigonid dynasty, until being divided by Rome in 168 BC after the Battle of Pydna. Lysimachus ruled Anatolia and Thrace for 20 years until at the age of 80 he died. Philetaerus took the throne in Pergamon and established the Attalid dynasty, also known as the Kingdom of Pergamon, which continued until yielding to Rome in 133 BC. Seleucus took the lion's share of the empire, controlling some 3 million square kilometres. After losing the old Persian lands to the Parthians, the Seleucid dynasty was overpowered by Rome in 63 BC. Ptolemy established the Ptolemaic dynasty over Egypt, which lasted 275 years until it fell to Rome in 30 BC.
After the assassination of Perdiccas in 321 BC, Macedonian unity collapsed, and 40 years of war between the Successors, Diadochi ensued before the Hellenistic world settled into four stable power blocks: Ptolemaic Egypt, Seleucid Mesopotamia and Central Asia, Attalid Anatolia, and Antigonid Macedon.
While the Greek territories continued to evolve, history confirms four stable power blocks were maintained, until each one fell to the relentless power of Rome. The Hellenistic world continued with as much unity as it had under Alexander, even though it was divided into four regions. How appropriate then this power be symbolized by one animal with four heads, one culture controlled by four individual dynasties that fought relentlessly.